All right, so for all the square body guys out there, it's a 91 1-ton 2-wheel drive. It's got a 360 in it, 5.9 gas, I guess you could say. Now, what happened here is the ignition switch went. Anybody familiar with these trucks understands that the ignition switches they'll seize up or they'll just wear out and quit. So this one did. I've had them seize up before and just replace the switch. But what this one did was, as you can see, when you go to turn it, it should spring back from the start, and there's just nothing there. So that should be a start. Oh, get the music off. All right, so obviously it's the ignition switch that's the problem here. Had a no start situation. The truck was out of the yard. It was out in the field. So I got a phone call to go and get it, but they waited till this morning at least. Didn't have it towed. And being a 2-wheel drive, it's pretty tough to crawl underneath this thing and try to get at the starter to jump it. And the newer, of course, the ones newer square body, I guess, you can tell has got the computer controlled engine, so it doesn't have the main start relay up on the firewall like the old ones do. So what you want to do is just follow your wires back up instead of going underneath this thing and trying to crank it. By jumping the starter, follow those wires up and they'll come to this plug right here. Pull that little plastic piece out of the plug, and you want to jump your black one to 12-volt power. So I've got a jumper wire here. I'm just going to go to the positive battery post. There you go, with the key on run. That's an easy way to jump on these trucks if you got problems with your ignition switch. Okay, might as well show a little bit about how to take the ignition switch apart here now. I should have taken it out of the truck, but anyways, there's that roll pin right there. And I've read a couple different conflicting ideas online about how these come out. But anyways, that's your switch when you unbolt it from the steering column, which is right there. Okay, so there's lots on the forums. I think there's even a couple of YouTube videos about this part of it. But I'll post it anyways, just so you don't have to watch another video. That roll pin lines up right in there. So I put the key in, push that down with a screwdriver. I'm just using the same Torx driver I used to take the screws out of the steering column and out of the switch here. You're gonna need tamper-proof Torx on this one. What size is it? Can't remember the size, T20 or something. It's this one here. What is that? Yeah, T20, and it's tamper-proof. So you're gonna need that to take the screws out of to get the ignition switch off the column. So you just push that down, put the key in, and then you got to turn it and pull it out. So you'll probably have to wiggle it around a bit with the key in the lock cylinder, pardon me. And sometimes it'll come out a bit and it'll kind of stick. And I just stuck my screwdriver in there and pried on it a little bit, and it popped out. And then what I found when I got it out is, see where there's a piece chipped off there? The piece is right here. Right there. That broke off. So when this was turning and it went to hit the start position, that chunk was broke and it wouldn't actually go all the way and turn. Pardon me, whoops, the ignition switch itself here. So I've got a new ignition switch. I'm gonna still put that in because it's not very expensive, but I'm gonna have to go get a tumbler now and a new key apparently, or else rekey this, like whatever, key it, I guess you could say. Take the tumblers out and make sure that the new key fits this one, so I don't need 2 keys for the truck. Anyway, I thought I'd show you what I found.